for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Howell from the gun. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have...
Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Back to throw. Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
2nd and 6. Play action. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, An open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
19, Tiger, Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
Now Howell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Hey, 22!
They snap it to Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see it, oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
That is caught.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
Stafford to his number 1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
the middle. It's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're real.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. You've had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice little juke. Oh, good move.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the Walker hit and the ball is out.
And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 4. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Howell now to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Left side complete to Lockett. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Powell out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
60 Eagles, 62.
From the gun, it's Walker.
He juked him. Running right through him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.